Yo, tune into the Rumboys, where the fantasy kings reside. RumboyzRobbie dropping jams, got the league on our side. From the waiver wire to the trade block, we scheming like pros. Building squads to smash the books, watch the haters hit the road. Prop bet popping off, we cashing on the underdogs. Bark, Vegas lines getting crushed, leaving Sin City in the dark. Over on the yards, other on the picks, we calling it precise. Rumboys Network got the sauce, turning dubs into a vice. Rumboys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineups that ignite, winning league, it's feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboys, fancy fire. Rumboys, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. Dilly. Scrolling through the Discord vibes, raw like a rookie can't rush. Rumboys crew dissecting matchups, no fluff, just a hush. Receivers torching corners, we said it first, now the check's clear. Running it back for the boom, while the books drowning beer. League champs crown themselves with our weekly hot takes. Sleepers waking up, Giants bust getting the breaks. From zero to hero, your roster's reborn in the booth. Rumboys Fantasy Network, spitting truth, chasing loot. Hey, hit play on the pod, let the energy surge. We the pulse of the playoffs, making grown men converge. Prop on the anytime TD, we nail it, no sweat. Vegas sweating bullets while we feast on the bed. Rumboys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineups that ignite, winning leagues, feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboys, fancy fire. Rumboys, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. Dilly. So raise your glass to the Rumboys, are always in the game. Winning props, crushing lines, putting leagues to shame. Subscribe, smash that like join the fam today. Rumboys forever, now go winning dilly all the way. Rumboys.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone got their waiver wire necessities that they needed. I hope that it's trade deadline for a lot of people in a lot of their leagues. It's trade deadline. So hopefully, you're able to move and maneuver the pieces that you need to in order to keep making your playoff push. I have gone through my lineups, kind of seeing what I'm going to be rocking with this week. I'm in this weird position of like, do I want to start Bo Nix in what could be a rain game? Or would I rather start Sam Darnold against the Rams? It's like both those games are afternoon window games. That's one that kind of has me like, what do I do? Bo has kind of been he's QB6. I mean, and he's been the guy that I've been rocking with all season long. But I mean, I also got Sam Darnold here, and I mean, he's dropped down to QB 16 after he had a bad week 7 and a bad week 10. But I mean, I'm gonna just stick with Bo. I'm gonna stick with Bo. It'll be okay. I hope that everyone else's rosters out there are doing well. Definitely going to be shopping some odds tonight, seeing what games that I want to bet on. Dude, tomorrow we have Patriots Jets. That is going to be a fucking outright slaughter. Like I'm telling you now, tomorrow night's action is going to be a slaughter. There's no way in hell, even on a short week, the Jets cover. The short week is probably more detrimental to the Jets than it is the New England Patriots at this point. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboys and girls, what it do, dilly. It is a 30% SGP boost tomorrow night. I mean, fuck. Like, there's probably not even gonna be any Garrett Wilson tomorrow night. Like, there's not gonna be any Garrett Wilson. So like, they're like the Jets are gonna be so cooked. Tomorrow has to be one that fucking cashes, boys. Like no bullshit. Like no bullshit. Tomorrow has to be one that cashes. I mean, it's the Jets. There's no way that they fucking cover. It has to be 12.5. I think that's like the only way that you fucking bet that. Like, there's no way that the Patriots let them, hang around, dilly dally, none of that fucking bullshit. No. Um, I'm liking the odds on a Hunter Henry TD, and I would love that for my fantasy team. So like, I actually kind of don't mind putting that out there. Travion Hendo touchdown. I said last night, hey, as he arrived, I do need to see more. That'd be a nice little way to throw a little, a little hope behind that one. I don't think the Jets the Jets cover at all fucking tomorrow. So I'll go Patriots 12.5. Snatch up that Travion in anytime TD. Drake May's probably not going to have to pass a whole lot tomorrow. Like he's really probably not going to have to pass a whole lot tomorrow. Like, why would you? Like, you're just going to probably run the fucking ball. It's the Jets. Like for what reason do you need just completely Diddy party the fucking Jets? And then again, he probably could. Let's see. What's his passing plus rushing? He said now. He said now at like fucking 280, 270. Yo, it's wild. Like, Drake May is just gonna absolutely fucking torch them tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'll bet I'd rather bet completions. I feel like I'd almost rather bet the completions just because, like, it has passing plus rushing over under is 274.5. I feel like I want to take the under just because it's like, bro, you're not gonna be running. You're not gonna have to pass. Like, you're just gonna hand off to Travion Henderson and he's just gonna fucking batter them for 4 quarters. Like, you're not gonna be in a position of like I just it'd be insane. Like, you're not gonna have to throw fucking 30 times on this team. I'll play the under on the attempts. I'll do that. I'll play the under on the attempts. He ain't gonna fucking he ain't gonna sling it for fucking 30 times against the Jets. Like, it's not even gonna be needed. Patriots 12.5. Travion Henderson anytime TD. Drake May 27.5, under 27.5 passing attempts. Travion to go for 80 just seems like I feel like I kind of want to do that. I feel like I want to go Travion for fucking 80. What's his rushing and receiving? What I said, not join it for rushing and receiving. I mean, obviously, okay, yeah, they'll put it at 100 for rushing and receiving. Bro, let me see what Brees Hall's over under is for rushing and receiving. Anybody got any other email leaks? Yo, I'm dead. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Brees Hall rushing and receiving at 77.5. Like, do the Jets get in a situation where there's like, we're just gonna abandon the run? And then, like, I don't trust that one. Damn, they set this motherfucker's over under at 57.5. Damn, all the disrespect to Brees. They're like, bro, he might not even get 60. That's fucking insane. The fact that they're really doing Brees that dirty, they're like, he might not even get 60 is wild. Wild. But like, Brees is like also like the only fucking weapon that they have. Like, who else do you have on that team that's talented? I'll take the over on Brees. I'll take the over. They're gonna try and pound that rock early and keep it out of Drake May's hands. Like, hey, damn. Do I go like Hunter Henry for 40 just for like the fuck of it? I feel like I like that a lot better than going the over on Brees, to be honest. I have no faith in fucking Brees Hall. I have more faith in Hunter Henry getting 40 yards receiving in a game where they're probably not like. I have more faith in Hunter Henry than I do Brees Hall and the Jets. You know what? I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. What's the 30% boost gonna do for me? Okay, so it makes a 5-pick lay a plus 2,600. So like 5-win 135. I look, I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. Why not? Like, why not? Why not? 5-pick parlay, 5 wins 135. Hey, that's drinks for the fucking weekend. You know, but still. Sometimes you just need to see one go through the fucking hoop. All right. Let's see what else we got. I wanted to make sure I definitely got in LA before tomorrow night for you guys. And I definitely want to make sure I got that added for y'all. Check out this lineup I'm running this week. Bo, Kyron, Monty, Jettis, Devontae Adams. I think he's still gonna. I think he'll play. He'll be fine. Quentin Johnson. He was limited today with the shin, but he should be good. He should be good. Zach Ertz, Kamani Vidal, Troy Franklin, Jason Myers, Jacksonville defense, Myles Garrett. And I'm almost tempted to swap out Jacksonville up against the Chargers just because I'm like, But Jacksonville's defense is so fucking stout. I could play Carolina versus Atlanta. Atlanta's been bad recently. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not that bold, but yeah, no Marvin Harrison Jr. this week. Joe Burrow returned to practice this week, and that is fucking awesome. His practice window has opened up, so he could be back by Thanksgiving. Parker Washington, Gadsden, or QJ as my flex. Let me just double check something here really quick because I know Gadsden heading into the week was on the injury report. He did log a full practice today. To be honest with you, I almost want to be like, yes, go Gadsden. But like, I understand that that's like me being really just charged up and like super high on Gadsden. After the injury last week, he only posted up 7.3 fantasy points. I really want to like lean Gadsden, but I understand not wanting to put a tight end at your flex. I would probably, if I wanted to go pecking order, I'd probably say QJ only because of the principle of maybe not wanting to put a tight end in your flex. Gadsden and then Parker Washington is the way that I'd be ranking that. But QJ, just because like he has been having a fucking phenomenal year. The problem with QJ is just like it's so unpredictable. Like there's only one ball, and all of them can't eat. QJ was looking like, yo, this man is probably going to end the year as a top 10 fantasy wide receiver. He is now wide receiver 20. Okay. A big impact of that is that week 8 dud, which is the first time in his career it's ever happened. That was an anomaly. I don't think that'll ever happen again. But pecking order wise, I mean, I'd probably go QJ, Gadsden, Parker Washington, but damn good question and a really good fucking problem to have and great options to have to go out there and win the flex, because any one of those guys could go out there and win your flex. Parker Washington more so creeping up on the radar just because the BTJ and Travis Hunter injuries that took place. Troy Franklin or Jordan Addison is such a fucking good question, and I am gonna try and not be biased towards, hey, it's Franklin. But my gosh, I mean, Troy Franklin this year is what I told you guys about Jordan Addison last year and how Jordan Addison popped off last year. That's happening with Troy Franklin this year. Addison is just amazing, though, especially since coming back. I don't trust what JJ McCarthy I am going to get on a week in and week out basis. Therefore, I won't go with Addison over Franklin. I am going to go with Franklin because it is starting to appear that he is becoming the wide receiver 1 in Denver, and people just need to start accepting it. Cortland Sutton truthers do not want to accept it, but I'm like, hey, wake up and smell the fucking coffee grinds. It's a brand new day in Denver, and that day is called Troy Franklin Day. So definitely I'm rolling Troy Franklin over Addison. Zach Ertz or Theo? This is interesting because Theo Johnson now gets to pair himself with Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston, from a fantasy football standpoint, he's going to go out there and he could give us a fucking 30 for 30. So Theo does become a viable target, but I feel like I trust Ertz just a little bit more, being the veteran, and not having to play with a backup quarterback and an interim head coach and so on and so forth. At least there's a comparable backup. The problem with Washington is just that the defense fucking blows. It is an international game, but I feel like Ertz will probably be utilized, or at least the floor is stable enough to where you can feel a little bit safer there. Where with Theo Johnson, we don't know how the play calling is going to work out with Dable being gone. We don't know how things are going to look without it being Jackson Dart, and if Theo's even going to be involved without it being Jackson Dart. Theo really got involved because of Jackson Dart, So I mean, I lean Zach Ertz right now. But that's a great question. I love it. Thoughts on the Falcons defense? Inconsistent as fuck. I mean, but pretty much that's going to be most fantasy defense, right? They're middle of the pack fantasy defense. They're facing Carolina, but Carolina is starting to look like they can be a team. There's something cooking there. There's something brewing there. Atlanta's defense is predicated on their offense being able to keep them off the field and, not having to be out there, in as much capacity, and for their offense to be able to dominate the game. And then that's what really becomes a recipe for success for Atlanta's defense from a fantasy football standpoint. With that being said, with that being stated, I'm impartial, but I understand the principle of they're playing Carolina, so better outcome than not. I would probably fire them up against Carolina. But again, Atlanta's just so inconsistent. Like, for all we know, that it could be flip-flop in terms of what defenses that you're wanting to start in that game. I would probably just stay away from that game. It just feels like a trap, in all honesty. it could be Carolina that pops out and shows and just demolishes. That game for me feels super unpredictable. You're probably better off starting, a defense that has a maybe a little bit better turnover ratio, or maybe it's not in a matchup where it's such like a gridlock and a dead even lock. It's a 3.5 point spread in that game. That game's probably going to be close. It's going to come down to who has the ball last. I'm not wanting to start Atlanta in a game where I don't know that Atlanta's going to get a turnover. The only reason why you're playing Atlanta's defense this week is the age-old adjective of they're playing Carolina. I mean, and even still, Panthers are 5-5 in that division. They could fucking, yeah, they could. Panthers could dog the shit out of the Falcons in that game. I'm not playing the Falcons in that. Nope. Do I think the Bears defense is better this week? You're dealing with divisional matchups in both of those, so you're gonna get down to the wire scenarios. I feel like it's almost kind of the same situation, except the unpredictability is in which JJ McCarthy you get, and less of kind of like how we were talking about earlier. Which Panthers show up. Between those two, if I have to go between the Bears and the Falcons, I probably would start the Falcons defense. Between the two, just because the Bears kind of fall into that trap of inconsistency as well. Like I feel like be daring. Start Carolina. Say fuck both of those teams and start Carolina's defense and pray JC Horn gets a pick. like keeping it real. Yeah, Chicago and Atlanta's defenses are almost, from a fantasy football standpoint, almost mirror images of each other. Like they're pretty much damn near mirror images of each other. The Falcons defense have at least hoisted a 20-point outing, which is what kind of makes them just a little bit better of a fantasy football defense, which was last week against Indy. I'm sorry, they also had week 2 against Minnesota. So yeah, between those two, I would probably lean the Falcons, but I ain't asking for anything pretty. The last time the Falcons defense had to face off against Carolina, they only put up 4.9 points. Granted, that was week 2 against Carolina or at Carolina, so that was on the road. But they didn't fare so well against Carolina. And this Carolina team with Rico Dowdle, vicious. The different Carolina team when they got a fucking running game back there. I'll tell you what. You know what? I might end up betting Carolina. Like I could see myself throwing the wrist on Carolina. There's some nice underdog action out there. Some key games that I probably look into. Maybe my Commanders pull off International. If we lose to Miami, oh my gosh. I don't think Jacksonville's beating the Chargers. I think Bears. Yeah, I'd roll Bears over Vikings. I'd roll Panthers over Falcons. Seattle versus Los Angeles is interesting. Denver versus Kansas City is interesting. There's some action this week. This is a sick slate. What's good, Aiden? What is good, bro? Like, this is a fucking sick ass slate. I mean, and then Ravens, Cleveland. That's gonna be uh uh uh, uh. Yeah, Monday's just a fucking fraud game. Dallas is why they only have Dallas as a 192 favorite is beyond me. If Dallas loses to the Raiders, holy shit, get your memes ready. Get your memes ready. I feel a little bit better than what I did yesterday. My chest started feel like a little bit loosened up. I luckily got ahead of this one. But I'm not gonna be live long tonight. Cause I already got all my lineups set. Like usually I use this stream to go through and set my lineups, but work was slow as fuck today and I was bored. So I was like, I'm gonna set my lineups and get everything organized, before kickoff tomorrow night. I went ahead and I did place a lay for tomorrow night. I took New England 12.5 because I just have no faith in the Jets. Travion anytime TD. I took under 27.5 attempts for Drake May because he'll get to relax and not have to play, crazy ass football. And then over 57.5 for Brees Hall and over 40 receiving yards for Hunter Henry is the lay that we got rocking tomorrow night. Hey, I appreciate it, Aiden. I appreciate it. Yeah, Wednesday nights are always hard. Wednesday nights are always hard. It's always the slow nights. Fucking having to start CJ Stroud in the lineup. Ask me anything. I might end up. So one of my lineups, my high school reunion lineup, I'm 8-2 in that league. I got Dak, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Rasheed Rice, Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze is still listed as questionable. He missed practice with an ankle. I'm hoping that'll be all right. I'm hoping that'll be all right. I mean, it shouldn't be anything that he can't push through. Dallas Goedert, that's my tight end. T. Higgins, Borgales as my kicker, and Jacksonville defense. And of course, on the bench, Jonathan Taylor's on the bench. Ramadre's out. Brees Hall and Brian Thomas Jr., who was limited in his return to practice today. So, I mean, hopefully he can get back out there for fantasy managers. Got 2 tests Friday and Saturday. Gonna feel like a mental patient. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's how work has been having me feel lately. Work lately has just been no bueno. No bueno. No fun. Oh yeah, I'm so my opponent, they're saying that my opponent's gonna beat me with okay, he has Herbert, Chubb, Vidal, Devonta Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mark Andrews, Puka Nacua, Cameron Dicker, Green Bay defense. If anything, it'll be his defense and Amon-Ra that probably whoop up on me. But he's 5-5. And he's been projected to win a lot of weeks. And has lost 5 of them motherfuckers. I'm glad I'm not sick during my test. I always seem to be sick during my test. Oh, bro, that shit sucks. Only thing keeping Wednesday alive has been this fire story game called Dispatch, but that shit's over. Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, I don't know why. Like Wednesdays on the streaming platforms be a little weird, mate. Bro, I'm so pissed that in one league I might not end up actually rolling with. Like I kind of have to. I'm gonna have to make some fucking moves, man. Fuck, I missed out on being able to pick up freaking Amari DiMercado because I was at work. Bullshit. That's fucking whack. It's okay. We're 7-3. We don't need to panic. The person we're facing is 3-7. I will survive. I will survive. We'll be okay. Yeah, Tuesday be bad overload on the stream. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall is coming back. And then I mean it's supposed to be Brock Purdy as well, but I don't know how much longer we're going to wait on that. But yep, Pearsall coming back for fantasy managers. That could be huge. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Bro, the fact that motherfuckers are selling bot streams means that people are buying bots. Like that's just wild to me. That's just insane. That's insane work. AB is free on Bell. Let's go. That is not. Let's go. That is not a man that needs to be free on fucking Bell. Like, I love how Amon Ra like apologizes and like just automatically like oh like it's fine, bro. Like you initiated the first punch and like then you admitted to it. You should also be suspended as well. I love how AJ Brown said he's like fuck y'all in y'all's emotion. AJ Brown ain't apologizing for the Jakey Rondo stream. Hell yeah. Justin Jefferson is averaging the lowest amount of receiving yards per game with JJ McCarthy at quarterback. With Nick Mullins, he had 139. Kirk Cousins, 99. Carson Wentz, 95. Sam Darnold, 90. McCarthy, 52. Fuck. Please put Carson Wentz back out there. Per Dan Graziano, the Patriots still trust veterans Ramondre Stevenson more in certain spots and would like to continue using both of them. Wow. Wow. in 2 games, 28 carries, 202 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, 7.2 yards per carry, 5 receptions, 35 reception yards for Henderson. Insane. I like that Jameis got announced for being the starter. I don't think anyone thought that they were going to go back to Russell Wilson. Oh, here's a report that pissed me off today. Again, Graziano. I believe there's a strong likelihood that the Cowboys franchise George Pickens, assuming they remain as happy with him by the end of the season as they've been so far. If I am George Pickens, I'd be pissed. You're going to franchise tag me, and I'm going to be stuck here another year. Like, that shit is torture. That shit is straight up North Korea, bro. Like, fuck. A franchise tag is a damn sentencing just with pay. Marvin Harrison Jr. went out with the appendicitis. Oh, y'all hear about this trade rumor? So the Packers, I guess in 2023, explored a trade for Jonathan Taylor, where the Packers were willing to offer draft compensations, but they have refused to move to move on from Christian Watson. They chose to keep Christian Watson instead of pursuing Jonathan Taylor. Worked out because they ended up with Josh Jacobs. I mean, he was still a damn good back and super talented, and you probably not weren't going to have to like pay up the nose for like Jonathan Taylor. But come on. Keeping Christian Watson over Jonathan Taylor is a fucking stupid idea in any universe. I don't care. I don't care if this is right after you drafted Christian Watson. No. Oh, that's all you want? Here. Like that, I cannot believe that. That was from Shefty. That was Shefty. Oh, Will Howard activated. Okay, so he's back. He's gonna get maybe get some action eventually. Towards the end of the season, Steelers make the playoffs. No need for Rodgers to be out there. Will, go ahead. So maybe we get to see some Will Howard. The Broncos are tied for the NFL's best record at 8-2, while also leading the league in punts with 53. And that's really really all that I have. That's really all the fuck that I have. Slow night, slow football news day. I will make sure that I preference that it's a slow football news day. May not be a slow news day for everything else. Slow news day for the NFL right now. But yeah, it's a fucking it's a dry ass day. It's a dry ass news day, bro. Like it's just pretty fucking lame. It's pretty whack. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna try and sit here and act like there was gonna be tons and tons to talk about. Like the AMAs, yeah, an email overtook today pretty fucking much. A series of emails. Like So yeah, other than that, I don't really have much for tonight. Um, Thursday night football tomorrow. So, that should be dope. I'm gonna use this time to finish this beer. I'm gonna go remake my like third cup of tea today so that I can get the rest of this shit like just out of my chest and just go back to feeling normal. Like I'm almost there. I'm just about there, but you know, recovery is a process, and it makes it a little bit harder to stream when you fucking feel like you want to cough, but like you really can't really, you know. So yeah. Other than that, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. I love and appreciate you guys. Super fucking slow night. There's nothing that we could do about it. There's nothing that we could do about it. I mean, and looks like nobody got the memo that we were streaming tonight. Dilly dilly boys, we out.
Yo, tune into the Rum Boys, where the fantasy kings reside. RumboyzRobbie dropping jams, got the league on our side. From the waiver wire to the trade block, we scheming like pros. Building squads to smash the books, watch the haters hit the road. Prop bet popping off, we cashing on the underdogs. Bark, Vegas lines getting crushed, leave us in city in the dark. Over on the yard, better on the picks, we calling it precise. Rum Boys Network got the sauce, turning dubs into a vice. Rum Boys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineups that ignite, winning league